All right, so I just got done seeing Roofman, and it was way better than I thought it was going to be. And the same thing happened with one battle after another, where the trailer was doing a good job of not revealing too much of what was going on with the movie. Um, the trailer felt like it was staying away from spoilers type stuff, which was refreshing. Watching the trailer, I felt that it was going to be like a kind of a goofy movie, and it didn't seem like it was going to be anything close to being a true story. Um, it felt like it might have been slightly inspired by something. And the matter of fact is, I mean, I don't know how close this actually resembles the real story or not. You get a little bit of wording at the end that just kind of catches you up on present day, because this is set in the like late '90s, early 2000s time frame. But yeah, this was really good. It works because yeah, there are comedic moments, especially in the first half. But they're peppered throughout. Some really actually pretty good laughs here and there. But it's not a comedy in the sense of, oh, I'm going to watch a comedy, I'm going to have a laugh, right? No, there's some jokes here and there and some good moments, but mostly it's a kind of a drama, a little bit of a thriller going on. But yeah, it's really about how, if you want to boil it down, how some criminals, they the way they are, and they may not necessarily be bad people, but they do bad things that result in some bad things happening to some people. um, and that's it touches upon that, and really and really that's what the heart of the main character is all about. How he comes to understand that even though he's a good guy, he still has to belong where he belongs. Um, and For some of us, that's the beach. It sure is for him too. But yeah, I definitely want to look up more. The way the movie felt, the way that it was made me believe that the movie was realistic. Like it, who knows how much was actually embellished, but maybe not hardly any of it. I don't know. I'm really looking forward to really figuring that out. But it's not something that's going to be nominated for Oscars or anything, just because it feels like a bit of a small movie. It just doesn't feel like an Oscar movie, but there's some great acting. There's a lot of great things with this movie, from the pacing to just the way scenes are edited, and just you're constantly wondering what's going to happen by the end of it. And there's things that happen throughout the middle of it that it just makes you wonder. Well, you know, how how's it going to end? Because obviously, unless the end is just made up, obviously we know some type of end is going to come. But the ways that it could end are all very interesting and believable to turn out in a multitude of ways. And yeah, so it keeps you wanting to see the end, but enjoying everything along the way. And I think what prevents it from being like Oscar material is it's not super deep, and it does have a conflict of, is this a bad guy or not? You know, um, he's not like a winning personality of film, even though he comes off as a nice guy. But you see the results of his actions, no matter how good they are. Um, yeah, I mean, I think people's going to come out and say, yeah, Channing Tatum and Kirsten Dunst both are quite excellent in acting. And like I said, everything is there. There's a lot of great camera work, and I mean, if it's up to me, maybe I could include some different music. If I really wanted to look for something I wish I could have enjoyed maybe a little bit more. But yeah, I mean, I was very surprised by the direction the movie took, which is the direction that it should have taken. It should not have came off as this goofy movie, because you do have to understand the entire time you're watching someone who is a felon, and he does things that he shouldn't be doing. And so it knows that it needs to be serious enough for you to be right there on the same level as the movie and not feel like, it's an embellishment of reality. But I highly recommend watching this. I mean, it's one of those movies. I don't know why anyone would dislike it, unless it was just not for you or something like that. But otherwise, it's very, very solid. And yeah, let me know what you thought. If you watched it, were you actually surprised by how good it was, or did you think, or did you get what you were expecting out of it based on the trailer? I'm glad that the trailer was good enough for me to watch it, and then I got surprised. I knew pretty much right away that I was in for a great movie, just because right off the bat it started off strong and stayed there. Yeah, let me know in the comments below, and I'll catch you in the next one.